You saw his muscles. This is amazing intro. Nothing wrong to say about that. This is great stuff. For this one, but why is he dragging the metal beam like he's crossing the street or he's going to catch a bus? He seems so casual. It doesn't represent Bryan. He should be, you should hear the metal scraping against the ground. He should be running with it and then violently throwing it in the camera. There should be some more frenetic movement, you know? Great zoom in, great camera angling, a great walk up to the camera. Amazing. Love that.
You win.
How does that compare to the old one?
Bryan Fury win. Bryan Fury wins.
Tekken 8 one's better. This is rare to where this one is actually better. Now, obviously, I'm gonna have to talk about the punches. I think that on the old ones, you saw the face of the person being punched, so it was more gruesome. So it added to the description of Bryan being very cutthroat and very maniacal, right? And then you have this at the end where he has this smile, like this finishing shot. Again, it's very studio. I don't think that's necessary. It needs to be capturing in the moment, like I say all the time. So let's compare that to Tekken 5 one.
Bryan Fury.
So you actually see the person briefly, but you see him, and the camera is like shaking too, as if the camera is getting punched too. So it adds more to the violent nature, you know. And then the boom, it's like a squishing sound too. Again, it could be just 90s, you know, kung fu sound effects. We have the squishing effect, like there's blood and there's, you know, like his brain is being bashed, even though you don't see it. So this way, you know, it adds to Bryan's cutthroatness a lot better, I would say.
Bryan Fury.
And even more on Tekken 6, you see the full face. And again, there's no finishing shot like, hey, I'm Bryan Fury. You see how violent I am. Ha ha ha. Like you see like that finishing shot right there. You don't need that. There's no laughing, there's no smiling. It's just, I'm beating your ass long after you've been rendered unconscious, because I'm that type of person. I do love the minigun. It's cool. I think that should, if this is the same outro, I think that should be done faster. It's too slow and too put together, like I always say. But I like the idea. He should go ching ching ching, and then you should hear it click from lack of ammunition. Then he should immediately throw it. There shouldn't be this, like, are we doing a comic book? Like that, those are panels, bro. Like, what are we doing here? But the throwing of it to the camera, that's good too. So, you know, I like it. Overall, I think he's actually much better. No comment on Claudio. This is a crappy character from the parameters that I'm listing when it comes to concepting. We don't even know who he is. There was a lack of story in Tekken 7. I'm guessing there's a lack of story in Tekken 8 when it comes to individual storytelling. So this is just some anime inspired character that doesn't really fit in the game. That's way too anime inspired. Of course you can say Lars and Lisa and other characters, but that's a big jump to being a full-on Bleach like Quincy, you know? No comment on Clive. I mean, just wrong game. There needs to be guest characters, right? And if there's a need, if there's a requirement to have a guest character, then that cheapens the experience of guest characters. Now, Double Jam. It's all good. I have no complaints. It's all great. I will say that the laugh was better in the older games. I will say that. Devil Gene. And he sounds kind of more sinister, I would say.
Devil Jin. Win.
You see?
Devil Jin.
That laugh is crazy. That's crazy too.
Devil Jin. Win.
But all the sequencing and the storyboarding on Tekken 8 was much better. Let me see if there's a Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection. Maybe there's something different here.
You win.
Oh, I think this is new. Nice. So that's a Dark Resurrection one. And I like that because it's the ambiguity and the mystery. How does he have telekinetic powers? What exactly is the consequence or benefit of becoming a devil? You have electricity, you can fly, you have wings. You have a devilish laugh, you have tattoos, and you have telekinesis too? That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. I love that one. That's cool. That's cool too. Even though I would have had it to where he's like stumbling and then can't control the laser coming out of his forehead and just shooting everywhere. Maybe he's even destroying buildings or something. I would have did much more depravity and much more like an uncontrollable nature, you know? But I still like the idea though. Next is Dragunov. Back in my day, if you go to Tekken 6, you go to Dragunov, right? Where is Dragunov? What they call him, the Russian Angel of Death? Is that what they call him? See, Dragunov will always be a cool character because he's just surrounded by mystery. We don't know who he is. We don't know what he works for. He doesn't talk. This is Tekken. You need ambiguity. You need mystery. You need an aura. I don't know. That's my opinion. Here, what's wrong with the animations, bro? Why was that? Why was that arm so incredibly stiff? Makes no sense. Like, that doesn't look like a realistic movement. And just because I can't see the rest of the body doesn't mean you can get away with having stiff animation. That's cool, I guess. Same thing here. What is wrong with that walking animation? It's terrible. Why does he move like a fucking mannequin, like an action figure? What is that? What is that?
You win. You win.
That's the older Tekken one, right?
You win.
So overall, he's still Dragunov, but if you look at his Tekken 5 stuff, then you see like much more of a sinister kind of, a very intimidating, mysterious figure, I would say. Watching the zoom ins on the faces like this, you see what I'm saying? He looks so scary here. And I feel like his eyes were more kind of,
You win.
his iris and his pupils were more white here, you know?
You win.
Wow, why did that walk not look completely mechanical, like he's freaking, like he's a Jack model? Like what's the problem? Why is this a game that predates Tekken 8 by like 20 fucking years?
You win.
Same here.
You win.
No? And so on Tekken 6, you kind of get the same thing. You got the Tekken 8 zoom in, see that? Whoa, he was angry. That's crazy. Here too.
Dragunov wins. Dragunov wins. Dragunov wins. Dragunov wins.
See him walk away on the outro, but it doesn't look as mechanical, see?
Wins.
Also, it seems like there's a reason he's walking off. You see the camera shake. You see the sense of urgency that the storyboarding is creating.
Dragunov wins.
Right? A story is being told here. Remember, we have to tell stories. So yeah, I don't know. That's my opinion. They got to clean up some of those animations, bro. Feng is all good. I have literally zero complaints. Great model, great action. He looks serious. You know? You don't want characters to look unserious. They look more serious. He looks way more serious in Tekken 5. Man, the angles are great. The movement is amazing. Do Paul next. And he's one of the guys who are just completely better in every way in this game, from just visually and based on his presentation. Like, look, they really give life into this guy. You know? Even this improvement that right there, see, he looks like he's really, you know, preparing for it. Like, I can see the improvements from Tekken 7. This is great. Then you have the zoom in right here, but that works because you see that eyebrow raise? Man, it's so good. He just has flair and personality. He's just, I'm not a bad thing to say. Nice. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff.
Wins.
So we're going to do the law next. All right, let's get it. So really, what is there to say? A complete glow up, better in every conceivable way. Look at the facial expressions. Look at the detail. Him, Feng, and Paul were like the obvious glow-ups when the game first premiered, and we were seeing the trailers. So look at the storyboarding. Just to briefly go back, like, that is amazing. This is not in any other Tekken game. This is a Tekken 8 only storyboarded intro, and that looks amazing. A lot of flair. He looks like he's serious about martial arts, about Jeet Kune Do. A worthy representation of Bruce Lee, you know? Only con I would say is that he looks so serious. He has so much muscle, but then when he talks, he sounds like a main character in a children's cartoon. Like, he just sounds like a generic white dude, to be honest with you. Or just a generic American Asian dude, you know? So it doesn't match how fierce he looks, you know? Which is, I know he's always talked like that, you know? And he's always supposed to be like the guy of Chinese descent. So it's not his first time sounding like that, but still, it would be cool if he kind of sounds tougher. Because if you look at his old voice acting, he never said anything, he just made the grunts and the oomphs. So he's still as presented as tough, but not saying anything is sometimes better to keep that allure of like, wow, he's a hardened, you know, fighter, right? So they probably just should have had it just grunts, honestly.